I'm gonna just try that again to say actual trackling. Trackling! Hey guys, I'm Trackling, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to tell you guys about my church experience. Just so you guys know, I'm not that religious. I went to church a long time ago, about 4 years ago, I really don't know. But I don't really see much of a point in going really, except worshipping God. And there's a lot of things that I would prefer to be doing. If there are any religious people who actually like going to church, I'm not trying to judge you for it. I'm just telling you guys about my experience here. Although I do believe in God, but I don't want to believe in one God. I want to believe in many gods because gods can be really, really powerful. It's kind of like magic really. Like, it's just something you don't understand. Like, as soon as you understand this God, like, they suddenly don't become a god. It's just life, isn't it? One day we're probably just gonna meet Jesus and we probably just won't even see Jesus. We'll be like, oh, Jesus, it's not him. And that's probably what happened in the olden days, and that's probably why he got sacrificed. But moving on, this was years ago, so I'm not sure if I can really remember. But I live in a house of 6, so we had to get everyone ready, all 6 of us getting into this 6-seat car, and it would probably take about 10-20 minutes to get everyone settled and into the car because we're so difficult to work with. And this was around the time where I would literally sit at my computer for hours on end, like literally. I'm not even joking. I used to play Roblox and everything like that. People are just gonna be like, oh, Roblox, that's rubbish. But yeah, I used to play Roblox about 10 hours per day, literally over 10 hours, maybe other games here and there. But you know, I was that type of guy that just didn't want to go to church. I would just want to play computers, and I would always get really upset. So we do arrive at church after about a 20-minute drive. We'd enter and like it would be like loads of spherical lights on the ceiling. It would be amazing to look at. I think the next room we went in is the sermon room. Is that where the choir is and we do all the readings and stuff? There would be a vicar at the back. Since we were such an awkward family, my little brother's a bit meh. I'm not talking about Roberto, my YouTuber brother, but I'm talking about my other brother, which is he always screams for some reason, and we would have to sit at the back where all the toys were. And me being autistic and stuff, I tend to be kind of a kid, and I would just love to play with the toys because why not? Like, there was literally nothing else to do. We would either just have to read this thing leaflet as they read it out, or I could just play with toys. Like, which one am I going to pick? Around that time too, phones weren't really invented. I mean, the proper phones we have now, I mean, this was probably invented. No, touchscreen I don't think was invented. And especially since we couldn't really afford the equipment, so I didn't have a phone. I literally only had the toys. It was fun to play with toys, better than reading out stuff. So we'd sit at the back, and every now and then we just had to stand up, and I was just like, it was incredibly awkward every time I had to stand up. About every 5 minutes I would phase out for about 10 minutes, and this whole thing was like an hour. Like, I have no interest in it. I tried to put my interest into it, but like I would just phase out, you know, where focus on something you don't want to do, and then suddenly like, oh, my mind's gonna wander into my memory palace where I'm just gonna imagine me fighting monsters and stuff, because it's way more entertaining than this. Oh yeah, we'd also sing songs and stuff. We'd sing 5 songs through the sermon. That was pretty much the only entertaining thing about that, really. Just standing up, having to sing all these with all the choir people and everyone else singing. I must admit, it didn't really help my singing voice because I would be really shy. That was the point where I was just incredibly shy. I didn't do YouTube. There was probably so many voice cracks in the background too, just like you could just let go, just sing however you wanted. Like, there's loads of people singing well, and I'm just like, hello, this is me. And then finally, like, it all ended. It was always an amazing moment when it finally ended, because I could just go out of the flipping door, go into this hall, I think it was, and there they were giving out biscuits and orange juice. So yeah, that was the main thing that I went to church, was because of biscuits and juice afterwards. There were also some fun activities like on Christmas too, where we would go in on the Sunday again, even though I didn't want to, but we would be able to like make loads of different things, like models of like gardens with a cross on, make our own cross, go around with a wooden cross, just like, hey, look how impressed my parents are because I went here. Also, a lot of the time, like, it got to the point where we were just like, oh, we're just not really bothered anymore. But like, I think it was my little sister and my little brother, where we went into this nursery room with toys and stuff, not like in church really, and like in toys. You can guess how happy I was. Like, we'd just be able to stay there and look after Luke and stuff. But outside there would be a massive field where we could just play football and stuff. That's where me and my brother mostly spent our time. I don't want to be part of the sermon. Like, I could just pray to him. I don't want to take part in a 1 hour 30 sermon of just like reading the same thing over and over. So yeah, eventually it just was just on and off going to church, and like we just eventually stopped going. Plus on that, do I regret going to church? Yes. It was better than school, I must admit, but I just didn't like it. I could be on the computer doing nothing with my life. Like, I would prefer that to just go to church, because a lot of that was just wasted too. Do I regret stopping church? No, it's obvious. So anyway, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a like. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.